I have the most haunted, spiritually active house in the neighborhood, at least. Like, I know I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, so it's really hard to, like, compete with their haunted stuff here. But honestly, light anomalies and really like spirits that are very, I don't know, sensitive, that always talk in here. I'm telling you this, I'm gonna walk through my house really slow. I'm just gonna give you a tour here. That's my office. I know they don't afford me very much office space here. I do work out of my house. I am a spiritual advisor. I do a lot of tarot, divinity boards you can see over here. I do tea leaf reading, things like that. So I do a lot of spiritual work. You can see all my altars here. I'll just slowly walk through here and we'll see if there's anybody on the couch here. So, and I find, like, just very bizarre activity in my house. Almost like a neighbor has put something in my furnace and monitors my house daily, or like a narc or something is in here. I don't know if ghosts are that intrusive, but you know what I'm saying, right? I get a lot of light, even though I don't have a lot of light source streaming in. I get a lot of light anyway. So this is my living room area. This is where I do my mind work. I sit and my computer. This is my, what we call a vision board reading. So I'm just going to give you a close up here. So I do a reading and then I put it on a board and I trace the cards. Then I put some extra added artistic stuff because I'm a healing art life coach with Inkfluence of Art. You can find me on social media or www.influenceofart.com. I do a lot of different types of spiritual and art therapy. So this would be a divinity board reading. So I do the reading, and then based on the reading, I would draw you up a vision board, and then we could detail some of the organization in your I don't know if you heard that ghost say scary or not, but I heard it sound like a little girl. Little girls are demons, right? That's one of my art paintings. If you recognize old historic Winnipeg, that would be the what we would call the gingerbread house. But what I did was make it very obviously, we're a trade city, so we're the center, crossroads of trades and industry. So not only do we have trades, but we have import exports. So we're like the Silk Road of Canada, kind of deal like that. And that's where I do my thinking. So I don't know if there's any spirit there, but probably suck the life out of it by thinking too much. I do a lot of spirit drawing. So this would be one of my spirit drawings that I did of my dog. This dog would get energy balls like you can't believe, like spirit energy floating past him. I have so many videos of him with them just flying all around him. Of course, he was getting a little older then, but he always had some kind of energy with them, very excitable. And this would be the web. A little spider knitting and crocheting that little web there, so it's kind of a play on, web and web. So that's my $1,800 lamp that I worked my butt off to buy. I love it. Art Deco, my favorite style. This is a gift from a great friend. She actually made the rock that's for missing and murdered in the, I think it's Eugenie Park off of Main there, behind what used to be Nietzsche Commons there. I'm not sure if I'm getting that straight right, but yeah, that's the artwork she did for the rock, and she planted the tree, and we went there and we did the commemorative picture taken. That's my hourglass. 2 hours exactly. There's my status of my, I guess, prosperity lady. My mom gave me that. Love it. This is my wall of pictures and stuff. I get a lot of activity on this wall from light, like rainbows and moving light that comes in through the window, usually the stained glass window. And there's my altar, and underneath that is my sensory. This is a sensory workshop, so if you ever came here, you could sit on my couch and read books at my library, which I'll show you in a second. And you could, also do some sensory work, inner child stuff. And this is all my activities for my art therapy program, as well as some extra additional personal stuff. And that would be Bridget. Everybody knows the deity Bridget. Always with us. Very important. And there's my library. I call it the Inkfluence of Art Bookshelf. Everything from mostly art. I got several great titles of every type of art you might want to have. And then I also have some great old novels. So this is potentially why I get a lot of activity in here too. A lot of my books are pretty dated, as you can see. I collected them from some pretty old places. And that would be the Tower for the Winter Guardian that we did for one of our art workshops. And unfortunately, this is the workstation of somebody who does a lot of writing. Alright, so that would be the living room. There's a really great sigil I made. If you know sigils, you can kind of get an idea. The neat thing about this one is it has a face in it when you turn it upside down. So that's the end of my living room. Didn't really see too much activity, but I'll review it later. Maybe there's, what's that? Hello? This is my kitchen. I do like to do my own wall art, considering doing my entire house. This is what I call my tea station, which is also my herbal station. So I don't sell a lot of herbs, but I have made a lot of potions and oils and other type of mechanisms to kind of calm, invoke energy, help heal and stuff. I will offer them to clients if they came to my house, but I don't readily sell them often, so probably my most active thing is my fridge, and that's because I'm an avid eater. Just kidding. It's just very noisy. That and my tea genie. This magic tea genie produces hot water straight from that red button. Put my cup underneath and it seriously will produce hot water immediately, and I can have tea instantly. I'm right in the middle of doing some plumbing work in my kitchen, so excuse the I'm trying not to show it to you. I have stuff sitting around the bottom of this place here, and my kitchen probably isn't as active as most people's kitchen because they probably cook more than I do, but I have my herbs and my oils and my teas. Let's go to this is where, oh god, it's so dark in here. I see a shadow. Oh, it's mine. Never mind. So this is my back utility area, I guess you would call it. I keep all my crap here, like my garbage, and that's my dartboard. Should actually be on its perch, and I actually do have darts here, so I do like to throw a couple of darts every once in a while. So what is that? Oh yeah, I do have something blue in the corner there. That's not unusual. And there's that shadow again. I believe it's fine. So yeah, this would be my basement, and I do keep a eye on things here because yeah, it's pretty spooky in my basement. I'll show you that last. And this would be my attic studio, which I'll show you also kind of last. You probably can't see that because it's dark in here. So that would be my hall and my kitchen. See how it goes right into my living room just like a house would. Now we're gonna go into the scariest part. Well, not my bathroom, but oh, that is scary. This hall closet. I don't care what anybody says. Such a tiny little door. So weird. I'm sure something lived in there at one point in time, if it doesn't still today. It's just a shelf closet, so this is my room, and not very much activity goes on in here. But I mean, well, at least not for me. What was that? Here's my stick, and the closet is scary. I don't care what anybody says. See anything in there? I don't want to get too close. Hello? There's a window here. See anything? Because, yeah, sometimes I don't like the closet area. A little creepy. And that's my matron stick. I use it in the summertime. Bang on the ground in my front yard. It freaks out my neighbors. They love it. This is my bare black wall. It is a black wall. It isn't just that dark in here. And a picture that I made. This is the what I consider the Vestal Virgins, basically the core of the earth coming up and all the secrets turning into a giant flaming rose, while all the at the bottom there around the earth is all the women holding hands around the world, and that brings forward this great giant uh, flaming core of the earth that holds all the secrets and the lies that have been told for years. And then hovering around it are both the 16 Vestal Virgins in the stars. And you can't see it because it's a little too dark, but there's about like tons of these little butterfly things that I consider the souls of angels past. And I have another piece of artwork, a Guatemala train there. And this is my very red curtain. Dim light keeps it that ambient kind of a look in here for the spirits in case they want to. And I always get this really cool. I love this part. You guys will love this. Look at this. Isn't that magical? I wake up to this every morning. This is above my head. So I don't know if you can really see it, but I wake up to this. And that's magical. Anything? See anything? And then, of course, behind the door is always freaky. Behind the TV. And look at this crack. I can't even believe that. Patch that thing up and it's still fucking there. And yeah, that's behind my door. I don't see anything, but I've heard of spirits that like to hide behind doors. Let's check in. So yeah, I'll check this later. I didn't really see anything too much except when we first walked in the room, looked like a shadow moved there. Could have been me, I don't know. A little weird. I'm just gonna back out of the room now. Alright, so as I said, we'll venture downstairs. I'm gonna say downstairs is scary. I don't care who you are or what your house is like. Everybody's basement is hell because you're going downstairs. So yeah, look at that. That's just right away. You could be like, what? And what is this space here? That's under my other stairs to go upstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna say this right away. I don't clean down here a lot. And for damn good reason. You'll get it. Look at all that mist, see? I swear it's all spirit. All the time. So yeah, let's just go down anyway. It's like the fucking most horrifying, basement you could ever imagine. Like this, horror stories were made here at some point in time. I even have like my own cobwebs to make it extra scary, and all my crap too. That really scares me because my basement has this under passage. See, is there spirit in there, you guys? I don't want to look. But yeah, it's like an under passage that goes right under my house that I can't get to really, but it's there. So yeah, really fucking a lot of crap. Because like I said, I'm not fucking cleaning down here because you'll see. You'll get it. Look at my fucking basement. It's awful fucking. Oh, see? Already it's doing stuff. I don't feel good about it. This is the scariest basement because of these under passages here and all these cobwebs. I'm serious. I don't clean down here for damn good reason. I don't even want to be down here showing you this, not just because it's filthy as hell, but because it is hell. So that under passage, I'm not even going close to it. Oh, fuck off, furnace. And then this one over here, there's actually like holes in there. So like, I'm not going close to that. You can understand why I don't come down here and do anything. Like it's fucking scary as hell. So this is maybe anything, getting anything. Anyways, this might be, see my old hot water tank, everything just comes here to die. So that might be why it's spooky down here. Number one, it's scary as fucking hell. Got all these Yeah, so, and everything comes here to die, so it's like, I don't want to go over there, and I hear stuff already, and I don't want to, because they're scary, and then there's fucking scary, and I think this is getting fucking scary right now. So yeah, again, the real serious scary stuff, like the dirty cobwebs and shit, and this one, I'm not even gonna get too close, because what is that, eyes in the background? No, that's right outside my house, so that's how scary my basement is. These cobwebs are fucking crazy. And yeah, it's don't call the Department of Health or anything. It's all, no one ever comes down here, I swear to God. You don't want to come down. What the hell? Sorry, I just felt some air on my arm, kind of freaked me out a bit. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that kind of really freaks me out. It looks like something was trying to get in there too, so. And then there's back here, and this goes under my house as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna cruise up here. So if that didn't scare the shit out of you, I'll take you upstairs to my attic so we can really get haunty. So as I said, this is my attic studio. As I open this up, probably see that better. There you go. It's got a window, so, and something that blocks the doorway just so that no cold air and mice come up. This is a project I'm working on, so that's sitting on the stairs to remind me do it, you know. So I have this. It's a nice window. See out my backyard, covered with plastic, so it saves a little energy. That's my backyard, also spooky. So yeah, and this fairly clean. I do come up here. I got my dress, really kind of startle the shit out of you when you walk up here. And it's all blue, which is really nice and calming, I hope. It's supposed to be a studio, so nice old ceiling. Very I think this was added on to the house later on, this part with the basement and this space, because these are either really tiny people lived here, or you know, it was added on and they just crammed it in. So now I got my Jets jersey, very scary. And in my window, can't see it from here, but on the other side is a picture for my neighbors of a little girl holding a dog, which is really spooky, but also fun for my neighbors because they love having a neighbor like me. It's kind of weird and different. If I show you my front yard, you'd understand. Okay, so this is my storage slash, no, it's mostly my studio. That would be a vision board that I created for my business. Keep some storage stuff in the back there. This giant easel that lifts up. It's probably my biggest easel because I could do huge works on it. This old chair I got from my dad from his art studio. Heritage and all. Old typewriter, seriously. The kind you can carry around because you're that kind of a secretary. So yeah. Or writer, whatever. Oh. Squeaking already. So yeah, this would be my art area of my studio. Keep all my supplies kind of around because it's artist kind of like. Yeah. It's definitely better than the basement, but I still got crap in here. But you know, I made it really kind of let's say bohemian. Yeah, let's go with that. And you know, I got some really cool features like that clock. But basically, I'm using it as a rent out, but also for myself. This studio can be turned into your blog center, or you can do some art in the art area that I just showed you there. Got some really unique features and stuff you can add that if you want to draw stuff, you can put it together and do something really creative. I have this studio here where I have equipment enough to do a vlog or blog or to set up. So if you want to record something, I got my hand going there, like you can actually see me talking to myself. And yeah, I keep a lot. My art is stored up here. I probably have something like 1,000 pieces of works up here, even from other people. This, I don't want to go behind the curtain. No, there's nothing really behind the curtain. I use as storage. There, see, I'll show you. It's not that bad. Just storage. So, but yeah, you could do, this is actually a working drum set. I have the sticks, and you can attach it to this framework, or you can have the studio set up. I have a tripod for your own camera or whatever, a couple of mirrors for those who need to look at themselves while they do their work and stuff. I have an electric guitar and amp. The problem with it is the strings broke. I went a little crazy one winter on the jamming session there and snapped some strings. I have this awesome, I think it's a Kawasaki or something keyboard, and it's got a soundtrack there. And yeah, I've cleaned it off real nice and it makes some good music. I'll give you a little tour here. You gotta love it. Really great stained window that I made out of an old window. It's just one of those decals from the store. That's about enough of that. That didn't bring up some spirit. So yeah, I have some, nice aesthetic. Like if you wanted to tape yourself, it's not that bad up here. You could tape video if you wanted, or just do the sound grid. I got one of these. Love this thing. So pretty. And a spotlight if you need. So yeah, gives people options for some musical. And my mom's really great background there with the butterflies. That woman loved her butterflies. This reminds me of her a lot. So yeah, it's all acoustically graded. So this is all insulated, and this is material so that it gives that really nice sound softening. A little bit of edge there with the nice curtain. And of course a dream catcher that was handmade there that catches all the spirit that we don't want in here, hopefully. And yeah, tons of art. I got tons of art and a little bit of storage and stuff here, but for the most part, this is the studio space. I mean, I don't feel an energy vibe of anything up here, but you tell me. I'm gonna back out slowly here. And yeah, let's just wait a couple minutes and see. Is there any spirit up here that want to talk to me? Yeah, no, they're being quiet today. Maybe I should do this more often and keep their mouth shut, right? That'd be a good idea. Yeah. So, but yeah, I really enjoy being up here. It's very, something about it, really, the aesthetics, the fact that it's not perfect, that it's not all crispy, white and clean like some people like. I personally prefer, I feel more homey in something that's a little bit more, lived in and purposeful than perfectly clean and everything. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. that was my floorboard and I was standing on it. And yeah, this can actually close. So if somebody was in the art area here, they could close this so that if the people were doing music, they could still have a piece. It's pretty heavy. It's like double, triple thick. So it's a nice piece of cloth, furniture grade. And yeah, that's the studio. Let's look over here because that's spooky. I mean, dirty. What's going on in the hole there? Did you guys hear that? So that's where I usually store my paintings, but I decided not to because I was concerned about leakage and ruining my art. And can't always see everything. It's pretty dark back there too. So when I want to get stuff out, but who knows? I could use it again if people need more space up here. Definitely be something I do. And this would be the other side. So this is the art studio side. I know this is insulation. I'd like to fix it one day, but yeah, in time. But yeah, I really like this space. It has this really cool kind of calm feeling up here. It's nice to sit up here, but yeah, I have been sitting up here doing art and experienced some irregular activity. Sounds like people talking. Could be outside. I don't know. Could be somebody just walking by outside for all I know. But yeah, sometimes you hear that, and it's all good though. Everybody's welcome. Even the people outside are welcome to come in and enjoy some of these studio spaces if they'd like. And, if they want to do a spirit search up here, they're more than welcome. So, and then this is where I would say I've almost been pushed down the stairs a few times and stuff. This one was very active, especially when I first got here. I've been here over 20 years, so. But yeah, those stairs are steep. Getting almost pushed down a few times was like, hey, cut it out, don't push me, it's like not cool. So yeah, it's just an irregular kind of weird extra space thrown in on the side of the house to make an attic space so you could come up and walk up to the attic, and also go down to the basement. So that's my attic studio. All right, the one room we didn't go into is the therapeutic art journey studio. Calendar and all. I usually have this open during the day, and this is where all the creativity happens. It can also be used as my working studio when I'm with students, if I'm helping them with something artistic that requires an easel, for instance. It looks really junky, and that's mostly because I have very limited space in my house, but I'll be honest, it's really supplies. And in the summer I have my Fluxus art garden markets in my front yard, and these are all the paintings that I usually put out. I select certain ones for sale in my art garden there. I have a 16 fairy gardens there, and we have a blast in the summer. I encourage you to come by. It's really great. And this is that's my dad's painting, the green one there. But yeah, and that's also someone else's painting up there. And yeah, this is kind of like helps me to have a space to work with students and clients that want either the art therapy session. There's all my certifications, and I can also do some regular art classes. I've done some art classes with kids, and I have all my supplies, and although there's some stuff on here, this is my printing studio where I do all my prints because I make my own printed and personally graphicked t-shirts, and the human rights brand that we did for last month, and then this month I'm doing another inked branding. That's another one of my dad's paintings. He passed away in 2022. Maybe he's in there. Are you touching it, Dad? No. Of course he wouldn't come visit me. Didn't when he was alive either. So yeah, and this I have a really great art desk here that sometimes I'll sit at, but usually it's a place to put stuff. It's pretty crowded in here, that's the space, but in the summer, I'll just let you know, I have an entire studio in my garage. I just don't like using it in the winter because it's so cold and it would cost me so much to heat. So yeah, that would be my studio space. I'll just back up slowly. And if you see any activity, just point and yell. Alright. So yeah, that would be it. That's my studio space, and that would be right in my living room. So it gives people the opportunity to sit down on the couch, grab a book from the bookshelf, maybe, have a cup of tea, do some sensory, get a reading. I got quite a few different things for reading. But yeah, you're welcome to stop by.